resonates and leave the rest. If something comes in during the session and you're like, that doesn't resonate with me, let it slide by, then it wasn't for you. We've got a lot of people here, and this is always for the highest and greatest good of you. It's to awaken your soul. It's to reactivate the space of your remembrance of that you are so much more than the world has told you. Iaketini karasoa. Nothing for you to do, nothing for you to believe, nothing for you to agree with. You get to really be you and have the experience that is best for you right now in this here and now. Acasma meets you exactly where you are, and your body knows exactly what to do with this energy. You can trust that. Expansion happening through the teeth on the lower jaw. Allow this space. This is helping you digest. How, we do actually digest life. We even have a saying in our language where we say, oh, I need to chew on that. When we say, I need to chew on that, what do we mean? We need to break it down into smaller chunks so we can wrap our head around it. And this space of energy flowing through your gum lines, through your teeth, is assisting how you digest life, how you break it down, how you make sense of it, and then put it back together in a way that is aligning with your sacred heart. Your sacred heart is the space of you before any other. So I want to share with you a couple of things that people have said about learning Acasma. And then I pulled up some snippets of things that people have emailed me or shared with me about living with Acasma and or taking AQE foundations. And the first one, she said, I feel more grounded, less scattered, and I'm beginning to really hear my higher self. It's like my whole body is saying yes. So this pertains to you here. This is a very common experience of Acasma, whether you're learning it or you're experiencing it through a session like this. This is from one of my students. They said, each time I watch the attuning video, because we attune you to the energy, I go deeper into peace, joy, love, safety, and home. Don't you love that feeling of home when you can just relax and be yourself? This is the space of Acasma. And then this one I love. This is from another student, and they said, I saw a honeycomb of light move through my hands in class. And then I found the exact honeycomb shape at a thrift store the next day. Acasma is showing up everywhere. And this is something I see over and over again in my clients and my students and myself. When you're in your vitality, when you're in your presence, which is what we're going to be activating and reclaiming now, today, is that those synchronicities show up more and more and more. And another word for synchronicity is confirmation. When you get a little magic moment or synchronicity, whatever you want to call it, that is you flagging you. Yeah, you're on the right track. Okay. This is from a session I gave. So this would be like if you were doing a session for somebody in your life. They said, this is the first time I have felt so validated and safe to land more of myself. Thank you. And then the last one, this is the last one, and then we're going right into it. This is from a student. They said, after class, I kept seeing DNA spirals in the clouds. This is helping me remember who I am in such a real way. Aren't those awesome? I just love those. And I love to share them because, it's great to take a course, but what the impact is, what difference does that course make on your life? It's fun to learn things, but if it's not going to change how you live, how you perceive, how you relate to the world and to yourself, why do it? That's my philosophy anyways. And this is the space we are in Acasma. Tene ia korosoa. I'm going to bring one person on screen for just the last minute or so. This is somebody, Anne-Marie from New Zealand, who took AQE Foundations this last time, I believe. Let me go through and find her. Where did she go? So Anne-Marie, you took AQE Foundations in the fall. Isn't that right?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yes, I did, Kirsten.
And she is one of our newer certified Acasma facilitators. And the reason I brought her on is because I wanted you to hear from somebody else, somebody who's more newer into the space of Acasma, what it is like to live with Acasma in your back pocket. What difference does it make? And so, Anne Marie, I mean, you go ahead and just speak from your heart.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I just feel so very, very blessed to have come across Kirsten and Acasma Quantum Energy. It's just my whole life now, basically. It's I've I used to have a lot of fear, and I didn't realize, I kind of didn't realize it, but I now know, like, I can just ground myself and just breathe, and Mother Earth will just take anything I don't need. And like, just for example, I can um go outside in the dark and not feel scared, or go anywhere and not feel scared anymore. Because if I do ever feel that sense of scared, being scared, I just take a breath, and I know I'm loved and I'm safe and I'm eternal, and I relax, and it relaxes my whole nervous system. And with that, I have had so many positive changes. That's just a tiny bit of a chiasma. Um, and another one of the whole vitality is I can breathe through my nose a lot better now. I'm 61, so I was snoring a lot before, and now I can just breathe through my nose, and that's huge. And my eyes, I feel like I've got my spark back again. That's almost my connection to the divine. And my voice, my vibration with the toning that we learn, and I'm just a lot more confident in speaking within little groups and things now. So it's just been absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend it. It makes you realize your behaviors that you can change, and also I notice um now, just to allow a lot of things instead of judging people, and just picking up what's right. Instead, I used to always think, what's wrong? What's wrong? And blah, 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 blah. And now I just take a breath and just go, okay, there's something right in there. And I can focus in on that. And then that just changes the whole energy, and there's more love.
Yeah.
So and that's vital in life, I think. um yeah, so many amazing things. It's I feel like it's a complete blessing for Mother Earth, for humanity, for um yeah, yeah, if you can do it. If you can do be part of the Acasma Quantum Energy, um, there's no going back for me.
Yeah, thank you.
It's
That was
just
beautifully said.
everything.
Beautifully said. You know, I think that everybody here can probably relate to feeling afraid sometimes, right? Feeling scared, whatever it is for you. You mentioned the dark. That's funny because I used to be scared of the dark. And in a Cosma, when you take foundations, you learn about something called energy keys. So we work with energy keys that are specific to a Cosma, that are connections to specific states of consciousness. And so if you are ever in a space of fear, or you're feeling kind of cattywampus and you're just feeling all scattered and smattered with life, and life is just coming at you too fast, or you're feeling like you're losing your voice and you don't, all these experiences we have as humans, that we have what we call an cosmos state of mind. It's not a part of the teachings, it's just kind of what happens. Is that one of the things that we do as facilitators is we connect with you, and this is what I did today, and what you learn in foundations is like I'm connecting with you in the quantum in your full glory and light. That means physical vitality, emotional vitality, relational vitality, abundance. You are secure, you are confident. And as we do that, and we focus on everything that is going well and right and glorious, anything that's not in alignment with that will either recalibrate up to it or it will resettle itself in a different way for you. And so, what Anne Marie was talking about being afraid and going out in the dark, is you can also in the moment learn to use these energy keys. If I'm going into a meeting that I'm nervous about, I'm like peace and balance, and I activate that peace and balance key. If I'm going into a space where I know people tend to be a little bit negative or it's going to be heated in some way, I activate the field and shield of love. These are the things that we learn. And I will tell you, I don't do that as often because I trust myself. And I think, Anne Marie, that's what you were referring to as well, is that level of confidence, not in a braggy way, not in a, nothing can hurt me, but more like I trust myself in whatever is going to happen. I am safe. I am safe to speak or express in the way that is resonant with my soul. I am safe to live in my purpose. That doesn't mean you need to change jobs, by the way. I mean, there's a lot of ways that we express our purpose that we're not paid for. You can become an Acasma facilitator and do that as a profession, but that's not a requirement by any stretch. A lot of people take this course for their own self-development, to remember themselves more. And then some people get really excited and they're like, I want to use this with my kids or my parents. And then some people are like, wow, I want to do this for a living. Wherever you find yourself on that continuum, we welcome it. Anne Marie, that was a beautiful what you said. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.